Braemar WF2000-30N wall heater keeps turning off and pilot light shut off after 30 minutes. What's the issue?
Who makes your wall heater? How old is it?
It's installed in 2003.
How long has this been going on with your wall heater? What have you tried so far?
Same issue happened in 2011 and technician replaced the thermocouple and it works until recently. I had the technician replace the thermocouple but it doesn't work this time. Apparently the technician may not have replaced the correct thermocouple for this heater.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
I ordered in a new thermocouple which looks nothing like the thermocouple installed by the technician. When I rang them, the manager told me that the part I ordered in was an old part and they now have replaced a new part. Doesn't make sense to me.
Hello. I am working on your question. I'm Phil, mechanical engineer / electrical, boiler, and HVAC contractor retired. There is an electronics control issue with that unit. At age 17 it is a bit past its normal lifespan when the individual components begin to fail. The earlier thermocouple would not have worked if it was the wrong one. Attach a photo of this new one please so I can assess the type for you. Parts go obsolete and are no longer available. In that case, updated parts that fit the bill are used. There is no way of telling if that is the case here or not. Diagnosis: make sure the pilot flame is firm and on the thermocouple at all times. If it is, then the problem is in the printed circuit board, or the high water temperature sensor or flow switch most likely. For that, I need a well-focused close-up photo of the unit wiring diagram. I will prescribe some tests. We can go from there.
Thanks for your advice. I have decided to call in another technician to assess the problem.
Good idea. You are also welcome to stay in touch with me here in this thread.
Technician checked my heater and noticed that there's a hairline crack on the heat exchanger and not safe to be used anymore. It's a total write-off. I need to install a new heater. I don't think there is anything else I need to do except decide on the heating system to install. Gas ducted central heating or a split system reverse cycle air conditioner or the same wall furnace. Thanks.
Thanks for letting me know. Costs of operation will be lowest with the wall furnace, also a lot cheaper, and with the current economy keeping control of your expenses is crucial. Electrical demand charges can ruin your day. For an entire 3 months. Summary: many homeowners or tenants can reduce their electric bill by 50% to 75% with just a slight 10% to 25% reduction in use. And that is not difficult at all. This leverage is what demand charges are all about. Thermostats, for instance, can be programmed to maintain only marginal conditions at night when everyone is sleeping, as well as during weekdays after 8 a.m. when people at work or in school. That alone can save 30% on a utility bill. There are many more measures that can be taken, and this is what the article below is about. And all this just scratches the surface. Even just $100 saved can be a huge part of the person's net disposable income. Or make a crucial difference in the family diet or ability to pay living expenses. All due to demand charges. And this is what this piece below is about. Let me know if you find it valuable. Definition of demand charge. Utility companies have various ways of getting paid for delivering power to your home or business. They need to cover the expense of running all that heavy wire and having all those large transformers. So they have various ways of getting paid for it. Initially, and in some cases, it is called a demand charge and is just a number, usually a percentage, but it only shows as a number on your bill. It might 48, for instance. That means that 48% of your bill based on kilowatt hours used will be tacked onto the kWh rate. You will be paying 48% more than the cost of the power used. That can be thousands of dollars a month for even a modestly sized company. Extra, over and above the kWh rate in effect at the time. Why? The utility company logs your usage. If you have more than a 15-minute spike in usage for any given month, there will be a considerable demand charge added onto your bill for the next 3 months, even if you use very little power those following months. That is a charge for them providing that surge capacity to you. Other ways of getting paid for demand is tier pricing based on the amount of power you use each month. Tier 1 might cover a refrigerator, TV, and a few lights. Billed at an average cost of 10 cents a kWh. Tier 2 would be at 15 cents per kWh, and people with additional electric appliances like electric clothes dryer, plasma TV might see on their bill. Tier 3 would be in the range of 25 or 30 cents per kWh, those people would have an all-electric home. It can get worse from there. The strategies are involved, to say the least, with incentives to use your clothes dryer and electric oven at different times, and during off-peak hours, say after 7 p.m., for instance. Additional approach summary: zone controls allowing unused parts of the house to be shut down and increased airflow to parts of the house in use. This can easily save an additional 30% on power usage, and with reduced demand charges 50%. I prefer the wall switch method, not automatic controllers. This allows, for instance, the entire home to allow to warm to 85 F when no one is home in the summer, and fast recovery to the 70-75 F range when someone gets home and turns on the switch for the living area zone. Normally not workable. But when you can blow all the cold air from a system now double the size of what's needed into one zone, that zone will cool to livable temperatures quickly, saving the costs of running the AC all day. The botany: when you cut one electrical load, you save a lot more than just the kilowatt charges, but it helps to put you into a lower pricing tier for all the rest of your electric appliances. It's a big deal for anyone who needs to save hundreds of dollars a month. Magic happens, for instance, when you insulate your home. Heating and air conditioning costs drop 20%, for example, but because it can put you in a lower price tier, your power bill can drop by 30 or 40%. This is compounded with each step to cutting your power usage. Minor changes can pay huge rewards. If your air conditioner condenser coil is dirty, or an inexperienced technician puts just a few ounces too much refrigerant in it, operating costs for the AC can double. Similarly with boiler and ventilation operations. Added insulation, and boiler and AC outside air temperature setback controls. For instance, say it's spring or fall and 60 F outside calling for heat. So your heating system comes on and heats the house to 70 F or so. That operation used a lot of fuel. Then by 11 a.m. it is 80 F outside, and because the home was not allowed to stay cool and hold that natural nighttime cooling in reserve, the AC comes on, running up your power bill. If we allow the home to stay cool, say 65-68 F, not entirely uncomfortable, then the AC may not need to come on until it is well over 80 F outside. or possibly never in the late fall or early spring when it may never reach 80 F outside, and if you are willing to let the home warm to 76 F or so before cooler air arrives with the sunset. These compromises are slight and can make the difference between low-cost affordable living and barely squeezing by or not squeezing by at all. Cost savings with this approach are well proven but vary with the type of constructions, brick with a concrete floor being the most effective. Wood frame construct allows this as well, ideally with a slab floor. Two-story wood frame construction is the least viable for this approach but still not a bad option. An easy way to convert a large home single-zone system to a two-zone system with fast recovery on the main living areas. Simply run an additional 10 or 12 supply air duct to a new vent in the living room/dining room area. Install a switch-operated damper in duct, and a damper in the duct that serves each bedroom. Wire it using a single-throw double-pole relay so that when the bedroom zones are closed, the 10 or 12 damper is open. And when all the regular ducts are open getting airflow, the new 10 or 12 duct closes. That puts the system back to normal single-zone operation with its existing air balance. Will that result in perfect control? No. But it will be as good or better than most. And it will cut your cooling bill in half by lowering your demand charges, especially if you wait until the peak billing rate changes in the evening to night rates. Is this a DIY project? Yes. Damper and switch installation is simple. If it's only a 2-damper system, one man can do it in a day. https://www.slideshare.net/jacksonsystem/zone control basics. This is about zoning. Most technicians control each zone with a thermostat. For DIY, a 2-wire zone damper and a wall switch works best. https://www.google.com/search HL equals N and TBM equals ISH and SXSRF equals ALKK03F6RVLTC PNHR3 Zygers 5 SMG PDW%3A1596777704799 and source equals HP and BY equals 1691 and B equals 978 and A equals 60 Q6 Krulu 2 BVPVG and Q equals 2 plus wire plus zone plus damper and oak equals plus 2 plus wire plus zone plus damper and Gs_LCP equals CGNPBU car gamsq by Ochix DQ on O Quix and Ogiato Akokjog Kokshiyogi Bayab 5 Kuli Craft 9 Banwag Igisk 4 GBR 7K Brook Jeremy 0 ZLJ Ions 4XLJ Ong 40 Liuikagak Kokten 3 MTD 2 L6 LWLTZ 7 Abkin Sklind equals M Hashimgurk equals 1 Schwix XBP 7 M Philip Scott, Mechanical Engineer. All rights reserved. 2020.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.